What's the next big thing? Apparently Baby Yoda based on my social media feeds. Well, I wouldn't call it the next big thing. It's the big thing right now. Honestly, I believe in solid-state batteries. At the moment it's looking very possible to mass produce with a wide range of applications. Unless someone who knows what they are talking about corrects me, this could revolutionize transportation and the way we store energy. They are definitely a next big thing. Not sure when, nor how long, but yes, compared to current batteries, those batteries only have advantages and offer better performances. Like you said, current downside is mainly the cost, but as technology is perfected and production too, costs will lower. The other downside, which is shared through the entirety of technology, is how to gather the resources and to dispose of it, but even there, it is more environmental friendly than current battery technology. So a short list of some advantages: higher energy density, higher voltage, possible longer life cycle, faster recharging rate, safer, more environmental friendly, don't heat as easily. There are other downsides. Solid-state electrolytes cannot mechanically accommodate charge-discharge cycles like liquid electrolytes, cause there are ions moving between electrodes during charge and discharge. There is a cyclic mechanical stress being forced upon the electrolyte at all times. Liquids don't have a problem with this, but you have to take fatigue and mechanical stresses into consideration with a solid. My cat, if my parents don't stop giving him all the food he wants, it's okay, he can have a little bit of salami. Dear salamists, if you want cat to have salami so bad, why don't you eat any salami yourself? Ironic much. Salami cook found a turning point: salami bacteriophage, because as it turns out, rightly used, they can even cure totally drug-resistant diseases. I believe that'll be a big thing, but not the next big thing. I think it's further off than that. Closing YouTube on the phone and it keeps playing. YouTube Advanced is an app that lets you do that without paying. Okay, thank you. Hearing aids. My generation won't be able to hear with how loud we listen to things. I hope we eliminate aids, TBH. Hearing it. Using sufficient protection when exposed to loud noises will reduce the risk of hearing aids. Not virtual reality, but artificial reality, or enhanced reality. Google Glass failed, but AR is the next big thing. Once we can have a virtual display overlay going in a simple and effortless package, it's going to take over everything. Your computer. Goodbye old displays. Why pay extra for a monitor, or 2 monitors, when you can configure forth as many as you need via AR? Not to mention they can be any resolution or in any orientation you demand. Your desktop could literally be your desktop. Keep a short roster of important applications right on your desktop. They'll have little 3D icons and I'm sure they'll be animated and irritating. Maybe you'll keep your folders and files in literal drawers in your desk. When you're out and about, AR will help, too. Imagine Waze in an AR format. Rather than having to look away from the road, a simple overlay will do the trick. Follow the line. Attention, getting icons looming in the distance will warn you of traffic and speed traps. Your kid's school might have a notice in front of the building letting passers-by know that next Thursday is a teachers' conference, and school that day is cancelled. The local library predominantly displays their operating hours along with a token bookmark. You can take that or refer you to their website later when you're not in the midst of traveling. The commercial districts is where things will be really nuts. Remember the hologram shark from Back to the Future? Turns out that was gonna be an AR thing all along. Operating hours, product placements, animated displays, dinner menus, and so on. I imagine it'll get to the point where some kind of filtering system will necessarily need to be built in. Remove audio, product placements, and so on. Virtual tour groups will follow our celebrities as they walk between points of interest. New construction may have finished building overlays that'll show off what it will look like when completed, and hide the detritus of construction. Other overlays will show you social service areas, crime levels, and wait times for the bus. All the information you want, overlaid on the real world, in real time. That was super detailed and very interesting. VR real estate. Not far from the Matrix lol. That's already a thing. Second Life has been doing it forever with actual currencies. double sliced bread. You're a genius. Solid-state batteries or graphene solar panels. I have heard it said, with a touch of sarcasm, that graphene can do everything except leave the laboratory. I hope one day it will. Shows a lot of promise. Cra monsieur. Don't forget your fancy lads snack cakes. Edit. Spelling. Isn't it lads? Either WW3 or the technological singularity within the next 50 years. Your call, humanity. As much as war creates new technology, maybe both. Pregnancy tests for every malady that urine can screen for. An entire aisle in pharmacies. Hospital wait times plummet. Not if the American healthcare system has anything to do with it. Big Pharma will also have their say. Gene editing and all the hullabaloo that accompanies it. I think made to order. Like, instead of a company making 1 million of something and pushing to sell all of them, they'll offer an item and only produce it when it's ordered, and it's customized. Especially for clothes. You can give your measurements and it'll actually be made to fit you specifically. Amazon is supposedly working on that. I'm inclined to say this won't be as big as people expect it to be. MTO and MTM are inherently not as scalable as a traditional business due to economies of scale. If you're building things out custom for everyone, the normal benefits of scale are greatly diminished. It'll also be a lot more expensive. There are already a few companies that do this for women's clothing. I've looked into it because I have slightly weird proportions and it's too expensive for me to justify. It'll be somebody minding their own business, doing their thing, and be recorded by someone being all like, OMG that is so awesome, and plastering it online. It'll be a thing for like 15 minutes before fading into obscurity. Honestly, I think AI is the next big thing. So much confusion on what AI is. It is not this computer life form that will become self-aware and take over. It's a way to solve problems using new techniques we didn't have access to before due to lack of computing power and other issues. Yes, the computer can learn, but it learns within what it is told to learn. A big part of AI is just repeating the same problem over and over with different starting parameters depending on what was achieved. When your average person states AI, they most likely mean general intelligence rather than machine learning or other current techniques. General intelligence or smarter AI will be revolutionary, but as we have no idea where to start, it's a ways off. E.g., iRobot, Ex Machina, etc. People getting gold for no reason instantly. Look at my gold peasant. A gold peasant, but a peasant nonetheless. Coconut husk condoms. Sound uncomfortable. Not my pee-pee, that's for sure. Hair self-roast, those are rare. I prefer mine well done. Space travel. I also think we will move towards a sort of neo-mid-century feel, style and feels of the 50s. I think some of that, in more modern ways, will come back. The political climate will be fitting, and by somewhere between the 30s and 50s I think we will have a new innovative rush, likely something along the lines of space travel and reaching Mars. An AMP, #X200b, ignoring the possibility of war and atomic annihilation. What's wrong with halation? Man and machine integration. Like the stuff that might be possible with Elon Musk's technology. Elon Musk's bathwater. Don't give him ideas. Wow, that was an easy gold. Visible confusion. Feed the birds, that's what she cried, while overhead the birds filled the skies. All around the cathedral, the saints and apostles look down as she sells her wares. Although you can't see it, you know they are smiling each time someone shows that he cares. Oh, her words, simple and few. Listen, listen. She's calling to you. Feed the birds, 2 pence a bag. Everyone knows the US government killed all bird and replaced them with spy drones. Electrical banana is gonna be a sudden craze. Explain please. Yellow and shocky. Wireless charging. That's already a thing. I'm thinking more like just having your phone on your person in your living room would charge it, without contact to a pad required. I wonder if we're going to have an art boom ever again. Art was such a big thing in history, like architecture, but now buildings are so minimalistic and bland. I've seen some crazy development for smaller artists over the years via Tumblr and Twitter. Tons of new cute and colorful art styles have come about. Many more people have access to near infinite resources to push their skills, and easy communication helps get your name out there. I think we have an art boom. It's simply not quite household conversation yet. I hear fidget spinners are due a comeback. Nah, that's the sound of ball bearings failing. Television. We are living in the golden age of television right now. Never in history have we had so many great TV shows running at the same time. Plus, the streaming wars are forcing companies to come up with the best content possible so that they can attract viewers. Hence the arising of Baby Yoda, reversing human-caused climate change and cleaning up the planet. Household robots or wireless VR, self-driving cars. They created a marketplace where you can get celebrity shout-outs from a bunch of people like Steve-O, Charlie Sheen, Snoop Dogg, and a ton more. It's like an episode of Black Mirror, I swear. CYBERTRUCK